Good morning, y'all. Today is Monday, and for those of you who have never joined my live before, my name is Chanel Jones, and I'm the CEO of Savvy Taxes, or better known as Savvy Business Group. So today, as you can see, we'll be talking about the top 10 deductions and benefits for the self-employed. Hey, Verity. Hey, girl. Hey. So, yeah, we're talking about tax deductions. And these are really just the basic tax deductions. So, depending on what type of business you're in, good morning, Misty. You can have way more. There's a variety of tax deductions that can specifically be tailor made to your business. So, the top 10 that I'm going to go over is basically the ones, it's pretty much for a lot of people or anybody who's running a business from home. So, with that being said, let's just go over real quick about the top 10 deductions that you can get if you're self-employed or if you're running a small business from home. And the first one, of course, you're going to have startup expenses. The second one is office supplies. So y'all can write this down too, or you can just hit the replay button. The third one is tools and equipment. And I'm going to go over all of these in detail, but I'm just rattling off the top 10 first. So if y'all could do me a favor and like and share this video as well, because I want to get this information out to as many people as possible who have businesses, because that's what it's catered to today, business and taxes. So you have insurance premiums, travel expenses, your home office, computer software, your vehicle expenses, education, and meals. So going more into detail, thank y'all so much. Going more into detail about startup expenses. Now, when you're just starting a business, any business, of course you're going to have startup expenses, right? Those can include, let's just go over organizational things for your office. Maybe you need to get a computer. Maybe you need to get a printer. Maybe you need to get a business cell phone line. It could be so many different things that you need in order to start your business. If you run a business from your home, if you're doing hair, maybe you need supplies, you need shampoo, you need conditioner, you need curling irons, you need brushes, you need combs, you need things like that, right? So those are all included in startup costs with running your business. The second one is a home office. So I know y'all didn't think that the big benefit, I'm not in my pajamas today, but I probably will be tomorrow. Actually playing my pajama days when I just know I don't feel like it, or when I got to do laundry. So I'm like, oh, let's just go ahead and roll it over into a cool entrepreneur pajama day. But anyway, besides the point. Good morning, William. Thank you so much for joining. So with the home office deductions, it's more than just staying home in your pajamas, right? This space that I'm in a home office right now. So the space that I'm in is tax deductible. It is specifically for business use. So now I get to write off the entire square footage of this room and everything that's in it. Okay, so if you run a business from home, you don't have to have a specific office, but if you run your business from your dining room table, guess what? That office space or that space is now tax deductible, if you didn't know that. So it doesn't matter if you're in a corner in the basement, if you have an office, or if you're running it from, I don't know, your bedroom. Those things become tax deductible, okay? So keep that in mind. It is so much more to it than what you just read. And I'm going into detail of a couple things today. Then let's go to office supplies. Everybody know what you get in the office. Good morning, Gary. Office supplies. If you just look around here, you have your computer, you have your printer. Those are the big ticket items. But let's get down to things as small as this. You have pens, you have pencils, you have filing cabinets. All of those things are tax deductible when you're in the office. So the things that you need to, make the office look good, your desk, your chair, the little plastic rolly thing that I got under the chair to make it roll smooth over carpet, all of those things are tax deductible. So keep that in mind. And again, I hope y'all writing this stuff down because it can definitely help you at tax time. Your computer software. You may or may not need computer software to run your business. However, good morning, Charlene. You may need, if it's an official business, you may need some accounting software, right? That could look like Gusto or QuickBooks. QuickBooks is something that I use personally. I've been using them for a couple of years as well. So they're a really great tool. They do have a free version for self-employed. So if you're looking for some type of quick, some type of accounting software, definitely look at that. Okay. And then when you start bringing in the big bucks with your business, then you can upgrade or even hire an accountant. Good morning, Larry and Julia. Thank y'all so much for joining. I hope y'all have a great day. We're just talking about, the things that you can write off as a business owner, basically. Then we go to tools. Tools can be kind of tricky because the IRS look at tools that you can deduct as it's something that you actually need for your business. So let's just say you're a plumber, right? You need, like a monkey wrench or something, a monkey wrench. Or let me just stick to what I know because I have a lot of hairdressers or hairstylists. So let's just say you're a hairstylist. You need curling irons. You need shampoo. You need towels. These are all tools of the trade. These are tools for your business. So those things, again, they are tax deductible. Vehicle expenses. Some people get these things kind of mixed up a little bit, but let me just break two things down with the vehicle expenses. You can do one or two things. You can do the standard mileage rate, or you can write off or you can deduct your actual costs. So you can write off the miles, or you can write off fuel, your gas. You can write off repairs, travel expenses, things like that. Okay. Good morning, Charles. Thank you so much for joining. Then we're talking about insurance premiums. Enough said about that. That really don't need to be explained. You can actually write that off as a tax deduction. So let's jump right into education. Now, if you're continuously learning, if you have a business, you're always going to learn. But if you're doing classes online, or if you're going to a community college, or if you're just taking some type of skill set, good morning. Thank y'all so much for joining. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. But if you're furthering your education for your business, it's tax deductible. I don't care if you pay $10 or if you pay $10,000 for it. All of it adds up, and it definitely helps your bottom line when it comes to tax time at the end of the year. So another thing that a lot of people ask me, do I have to keep receipts? Yes, absolutely. You want to keep receipts for your business, for yourself. When it comes to tax time, I need a spreadsheet of your expenses, right? And I always tell my clients that I don't need to go through all of your receipts. As a business owner, that's something that you're responsible for. That's something that you want to do because you want to know where your money is going. You want to know what's coming in and what's going out, right? So when it comes to tax time, don't bring me a whole shoebox full of receipts because I ain't checking for it, okay? Good morning, Shantanese. I am not checking for it. And if I do, it is a cost to it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and go to travel expenses. Now, this is where, if you're a travel agent, I'll just say this, because I have a lot of clients in certain fields, right? In certain industries, in certain niches. Travel industry is one of them. Now, you can make out, good morning. Thank you so much, Shantanese. You can really enjoy a great lifestyle in the travel business, okay? But even if it's not just travel, I just threw that out there, right? I'm shouting out some of them. But even if you're traveling for business, you could be going to Disney World. You can be going to, who knows? You can be going to meet with a client. You travel to Arizona or California or Florida. And when you do that, and it specifically for your business, all of your expenses are able to be written off, right? You're probably going to go have dinner. So your attire, your dress, your slacks, your suit, that's a tax deduction. I'm going to get to the meals in a minute. Your flight is a tax deduction. That Uber driver or that Lyft driver that took you to the airport is a tax deduction. When you get to the airport, if you have another Uber driver or a transfer, that's a tax deduction. The hotel is a tax deduction. Y'all get it? So make sure you keep detailed receipts. And I have a system to show you how to keep better records instead of just having to save all of your receipts. But we'll talk about that another day. So yes, all of those things are tax deductible, but it has to be for business. Okay. So the thing is that while you're there for business, you can enjoy yourself as well. So, just giving y'all some tips. Now, let me say something about meals. Meals is the next one. Good morning, Julia. Thank you so much. I try, girl. I'll be trying to give as much information as I can. and keep a coin in my pocket too. So let's talk about meals for a second. So I actually wrote this down. So let me see. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay, what you can claim depends on your paperwork, right? Um, it depends on. I lost my train. Let me see. If you save receipts, you can claim half the cost. There you go. If you, good morning, Uncle Victor. Yes, if you save your receipts, you can claim half the cost of the actual meal that you consume over a business dinner. If you don't, and if you just have a record of the meeting or of the dinner, then you can claim 50% of the standard meal allowance. That's two different things. So that's why you need a tax professional. It's a lot of deductions out there, and these are just the top 10, the basic ones for a lot of people if you have a business and you run it from home. But there are specific deductions and for your particular niche. So make sure you keep up with those things. I hope you wrote those down. I will go over them again before I jump off. But let me tell you what I do. I did start this last year where some people will pay. It's a small fee, $10, if you have a business and you don't know all of the tax deductions that you need for your business. It's specific. I'm giving you 10 right now, but I promise you there's probably at least another 5, 6, or 7 more for your specific business once you dig into what it is that you're actually doing. So I do help my clients out that way as well. So let's go back over those. Grab a pen because there's a lot of people on here that y'all have a business. I see y'all names. So this could be very, very beneficial to you. So let's go over the top 10 and then I'm done. Okay. So let's start with, I know I got to go back real quick. How y'all doing this morning? I got my music playing in the background. Good morning, Ricardo. Y'all got y'all pen? Y'all ready? I'm giving y'all some time. It's the top tax deductions for self-employed, the top 10. Now here we go. 1, startup expenses. This is the time to be getting those records together because tax time will be here in no time, y'all. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Juanita. 2, office supplies. Good morning, Carl. Thank you so much. Good morning, Crystal. 3, tools and equipment. 4, insurance premiums. 5, travel expenses. 6, your home office. 7, computer software. 8, vehicle expenses. 9, education. And last but not least, your meals. So like I said, those are all the basics of what you can write off. Now, one last thing is I do a lot of question and answer type of things. A lot of people inbox me, message me, and things like that. Good morning, Dwayne. So one of the questions I thought was a very good question I can share with you all because maybe you guys have the same thing, right? So someone asked me, how many times can you take a loss for your business? So when you create a business, the IRS is expecting you to make a profit. Does that always happen? No. So the one thing that I can tell you to keep you from getting a red flag on your return is you cannot claim a loss on your business 3 out of 5 years. So every year, if you're claiming a loss for your business and you're saying that you didn't make any money, then the IRS will probably put a red flag on your return and want you to prove, want more information, do some digging, and then who knows where that will go. So it's important that you go with a tax professional who has the knowledge and the skills before they just put anything on your tax return, because that can end up costing you. It's going to cost them, but it's going to cost you, because at the end of the day, you are still responsible for your return. right? When you put your signature on that return, you're saying that, hey, I reviewed everything. Everything looks good to me. Everything looks fine. You're signing off on it. So that's the reason why the IRS is going to approach you about it versus your tax professional. They may get approached about it, but it's going to be a different way. All I'm saying is at the end of the day, it's going to be your responsibility. So with that being said, that's just a little tip. If you do have a business, and if you're, let me let you know what that looks like. Let's just say you have a 9 to 5 job, and on that job you make $50,000. Then you have a side business, and you didn't make any money with that business, right? Claiming a loss on your business from, I don't know if I'm talking too much, but claiming a loss on that business will help you at tax time with your 9 to 5, right? So here's what that looks like. $50,000 here, no money here. Right now, you're at a certain tax bracket. If you're claiming like a loss, let's just say you didn't make any money, but you spent a lot of money with business. You spent $5,000. So now you have $5,000 at a loss for your business. That $50,000 turns into $45,000 for taxable income. When you lower your tax bracket, for the most part, you get a bigger refund. Okay, so it's different steps and different ways you can do that. I'm just kind of trying to break it down so you can understand how taxes really work and how having a business can really help you, but it can also hurt you if you don't know what you're doing, or if your tax professional don't know what they're doing. So with that being said, that was a question. Can you take a loss for your business, or how many years can you take a loss for your business? And that answer is, if you're doing it year after year, you're going to get red flagged. So the purpose of it, even though you have wiggle room, the purpose of starting a business is to make a profit. The purpose is not to just, lower your taxable income, because doing that consistently can cause a red flag to the IRS. So with that being said, if you have any questions, definitely let me know. I do tax consultations, something specific for your business. Really, I do individual and small businesses, but the majority of my clients are business owners. So I'm going to say that I am a niche business, right? So I work with small business owners, but pretty much if you have a question about taxes, then definitely let me know. If it's anything in detail, or if it's specifically for your business, you can schedule a tax consultation. I'll leave the link in the group, in the comment section, and we can go from there. So I appreciate you guys jumping on. Y'all only know I'm in and out. I'm giving some information and I'm jumping off. But I thank y'all. Once again, if you find this information valuable, please like it and share it. Good morning, Pierre. And I look forward to speaking with y'all again. Before we go, because y'all know I always talk about my affiliate program because it's the bomb. So with that being said, I do have a tax affiliate program where I help you start a tax business from home. And I do have one, Crystal, she's always on here. I'm always shout you out because I appreciate you, girl. So with that, you have professional tax software, you have online training, we have a private Facebook group page, we will have a mastermind session on how to market to get clients, on how to make money, 10, 20, 30,000, $40,000, how to get rid of your second job and start a business that will create an income stream for you and your family where you don't have to work that second job. So I work with a lot of mothers. I work with a lot of single mothers who are interested in creating that wiggle room, that money that's going to come in to pay those extra bills. You don't have to be wildly successful, but if I can show you how to create a second income stream for your home that's going to allow you to, breathe easy or pay some of those bills that you've been stressed about, then let me do that. Allow me to do that. And then if you have any questions about anything concerning my tax information, I do have the link. I'll also leave that in the group. And why I keep saying group? That's because I'm about to go in my group after I get up this live, right? I got business to take care of. So I'll leave it in the comments. And if you have any concerns, then you can definitely message me or, put it here. I'll definitely take a look at it. And other than that, I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow, 10 o'clock, if nothing else happens. But yeah, I hope y'all have a great day. Um, like and share this video, and I will see you soon. Thanks for joining.